So I dropped this video yesterday talking about how Gen Z is genuinely cooked. We're fried, toasted, grilled, whatever you want to say. And I was reading the comments, bro, and I came across this one comment of someone who was saying that their son had moved out too quick. They rushed the process, and they're trying to be on their own. Had his own little spot. I guess he had a roommate, and long story short, he couldn't come up with the rent, which is something we could all relate to that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was living in an apartment where rent was like 2,700 a month, bro. And there were times when it was tough out here, bro. It was tough out here, man. And basically what had happened was I guess this guy, he couldn't come up with the rent. And long story short, his roommate murked him, bro. Literally murked him because he couldn't come up with the rent. And I don't know the validity of this story. I don't know nothing. But what I will say is this: the fact that someone would do that, it just goes to show you how deep rooted the evilness of the system is, bro. Because it just goes to show you, like, damn, we really, like, this is our actual situation. All jokes aside, our actual situation is that if you do not have money, bro, if you cannot come up with the funds, you die. And it may not even be because you just can't buy food, but it's like somebody else might take your life from you. And it's just crazy that that's the type of world we live in, bro. And it's crazy because it shows you how evil this system can make people, bro. It can make people cold. Because think about people that end up making it, right? Think about all the Gen Z people. Think about all the boomers, all the people that have made it out of a bad situation, and they've made it to a better situation. They never out here sympathizing, bro. They out here, oh yeah, you know what? Get it out the mud. They not trying to help the next guy. Like, that's really what we've gotten to. That's what happens when you let this system just run wild, bro. When you let this system run wild, right? This capitalistic consumer society, when you just let it run wild, let it run free, the almighty dollar becomes God to people. The dollar becomes God. And when the dollar becomes God, we lose the ability to connect with each other. That's why this is the worst social situation we've ever been in. Dating fucking sucks. People can't make friends no more. And it's all because that almighty dollar is talking constantly. We can't, bro, I told y'all in the end of my last video, bro, the only thing that you can do is control what you can control and live in the present moment, bro. Be mindful of the future, but don't worry about it and obsess over it. And that's the problem. We worry and we obsess and we give ourselves anxiety over this shit. Let me tell you something, bro. As cooked as Gen Z is, bro, we gotta at least do something, my nigga. Shit, bro. You might have to go ahead and sell, bro. And you might have to. Y'all ever seen Snowfall, bro? I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. There was one time when I couldn't come up, or I could have came up with a rant, but it was gonna be a little bit late, and I didn't have nothing in my bank account, bro. And the thing was, I didn't know what to do. I'm not the type to ask my parents for help or nothing like that. I had too much pride to ask for help. And so I remember just thinking to myself, I was watching Snowfall, and I was like, damn, bro, I might have to pull a Franklin Saint. I might have to start selling. I might have to start slanging, bro. Mind you, I come from a good neighborhood. So if I've had that thought, and that was a legit thought, my nigga. You might think I'm playing, bro, but like it was a real thought. I know there's like DoorDash and shit like that, but bro, that shit paid pennies, brother. I need real guap. I needed real money, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so if I can have a thought like that, bro, then imagine what someone who may be in an even worse situation might think. You know what I'm saying? And then you wonder why people do slang. You wonder why people do end up doing crazy shit, man. It's because times is hard as shit, man. Times is fucking hard. And sometimes you just gotta get it how you live. Sometimes, like we are all living in survival mode right now. Our cortisol is hella high. That's why everybody, like, look, all this shit connects. You know that, right? You want to know why you have constant health problems? Why you can't lose weight? Why you can't put on muscle? Why you always feel tired, sluggish, unmotivated? It's because your cortisol is constantly peaking. You're constantly worried about what the fuck is about to happen. You're living in survival mode. You're constantly anxious. And when you're living in this survival mode, you got to understand, bro. You literally, like you cannot relax. You make irrational decisions, bro. It's just the worst mode to be in, bro. Because what this mode stemmed from is back in like ancient, like old hunter-gatherer days when we had to worry about animals coming to attack us or something like that when we would sleep. But we ain't got to worry about that no more. But that shit hasn't gone away because guess what? The fear of animals attacking us has been replaced by the fear of dying because the system, bro. And the system is fucked up. It's fucked up, bro. It's fucked up because the only way out of the system is the ways that they allow us to get out the system, which is working a 9 to 5 or starting your own business. Or I ain't gonna lie, you gonna have to suck meat for money, bro. I'm just being honest. You gonna have to suck meat for money, bro. Or you gonna have to sell crack. I don't know, bro. You gonna have to do something, bro. You have to do something out the ordinary to really get out the system, bro. But it's just, this whole situation is just so sad and just goes to fucking show you how evil this shit can make you, bro. But like I said in my last video, the only thing that we can really do is continue to keep our head down and control what we can control, man. Because at the end of the day, the statistics is all against us, bro. The odds are stacked against us. Understand this. There's going to be two groups of people, right? With how bad shit is going, I thought about this a little bit. There's going to be two groups of people, right? The economy is bad, the job market is bad. And let me tell y'all something. We're never going back to normal. Y'all know that, right? We're never going to go back to fucking normal. So stop thinking like, oh, well, eventually he's going to. No, the fuck it's not. He's not going to bounce back. This is what's going to happen. You're going to have the people that recognize that the job market is bad and the economy is bad. And they're going to be very, like, apathetic, right? Is that the right word? They're going to be very, oh, damn, you know, well, fuck it. What's the point of even trying? And I don't blame those people. But at the same time, those people are not going to get anything done, nothing accomplished, because they're just going to be sitting around and they're going to be bums by choice, unfortunately. And I get you, bro, because it is so demotivating looking at the whole situation. And it's like, bro, I don't even want to fucking try. It's hard. Like, I get it, bro. I get it when you done put 1,000 applications in and you ain't got not one interview. It's hard when you look at you trying to move out, but rent is like 3 fucking bands and it's only getting higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. It's hard when you realize, like, how the fuck am I supposed to get started? And then you see all these other people that are also in the same similar situations. And it's like, bro, if niggas that are smarter than me, niggas with degrees that are better degrees than me, are struggling, then how the fuck am I supposed to make? That's how I feel. Bro, I be looking around at people who got way better degrees. Like, I got a business degree. I got a business degree, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's bad enough. But I'm looking around at motherfuckers who got STEM degrees and shit like that. That's in the same position I'm in. And they were supposed to have guaranteed jobs. And that's not a knock to them. That just goes to show you how fucked up things are right now, bro. I told y'all, we literally got it so bad, bro. The lockdowns and then the job market, everything, bro. AI stealing jobs. All that aside, you're gonna have the people that see all this shit. My fault. Y'all gonna have the people that see all this shit and they give up. And then you're gonna have all the people that see all this shit and they recognize that it's a fucking terrible situation. But regardless, they find a way to get it out the fucking mud, bro. They find a way to get it out the mud. You have to. Because there's really no other option. We did not choose to come into this world, bro. But at the same time, we gotta live it. We gotta live it. There's no other option, bro. We have no other choice. And listen, listen. People might get mad at me for this, and people might resent me for having this level of confidence. But I'm gonna get everything I fucking want out this life, my nigga. I refuse to struggle for the rest of my life. I will not be struggling a year from now. I promise you that. Mark my fucking words. You seen this video right here. Mark my words. I will not. I will get everything I want out of this life. I will succeed, bro. No matter what I got to do, I don't care. I will get to the fucking top, right? I will get to the goddamn top, bro. So you're going to have people that think like that, and you're going to have people that just don't give a fuck no more. And to be honest, I don't know how the shit is going to go, bro. Because at the end of the day, AI is going to take all of our jobs. It might even be a revolution. Who knows what the fuck is going to happen. But it's going to just be 2 different camps of people, bro. And it's like, what camp do you want to be in? Because the camp of people that is going to do whatever they going to try and get whatever they can out this life. They going to say, you know what? Fuck it, bro. What I got to do. I got to start my own business. What I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to start day trading. I got to do this, that. Okay, fuck it. Let's go. Come on, bro. We all going to make it. The people that are a little more optimistic, that's saying, yeah, the system sucks, but we gonna get out of it though, they gonna get there. Understand that. They gonna get there, bro. And it's gonna be hard, but they're gonna get there. And the reason why they're gonna get there is because there's no other option. There's no other option but to get there. I mean, shit, nigga, we are already, like, bro, people be saying, like, this is the thing. The situation is fucked up. But at the end of the day, if the situation is that fucked up, you really have nothing to lose at this point. What do we have? Gen Z has nothing to fucking lose. You might as well go chase your dreams. Or what? What if I fail at chasing my dreams? You're just gonna be right where you are right now. Which is where most niggas is at. You might as fucking well. I wanted to be, you know, a successful YouTuber or a streamer, but, you know, I don't know if that makes money. You're not making money now. You're not making money now. Try the shit. Try it. You know what I'm saying? Because, look, regardless of how you feel about the situation, you can't just give up, bro. As much as you fucking want to, and as much as I understand and damn near agree with you, if you give up, nothing will change. Ever. There's at least a chance. If you have that mindset of going out and, you know what, hey, I'm gonna make this shit work, you at least have a fucking chance. Let's be real, bro. It may not work. It may not work. I said it's gonna work, but it may not work. But at least there's a chance, bro. And I'm willing to take that chance. Because that's all. Listen, we only got one life, brother. I'm not gonna live it just sitting around being a bum. Right? Now, that don't mean I'm finna go be no corporate slave or nothing like that, but I'm gonna make it, bro. And that's how we all gotta think, man. And we all gotta help each other. That's the problem, bro. There's way too much division. There's no unity within Gen Z. And that's on purpose. You understand that, right? The lack of unity. Like, understand that boomers and shit, the reason why boomers is such a large community, but the reason why boomers and shit were able to have, like, at least some kind of pull is because they had community. Gen Z don't have no fucking community. You walk outside and there's nobody your age, right? Social media, nobody's really connected. Everyone's just a clout demon, just trying to clip farm. Nobody's really genuine no fucking more. And so when you don't have community, you don't have power. We got to come together, man. And we got to stop fucking ourselves over, man. We over here killing ourselves for that almighty dollar. The dollar is not God, bro. The dollar is a tool, an important and useful tool, but it is not God. I promise you. But anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comments.